Yo, beautiful human. You clicked on our conversation with Jason Derulo. It took everything I have not to sing that. I like this guy a lot. His music has been the soundtrack to so many of my memories. Ooh, what you say? What was that, Dan?
Oh, he's better at singing it than you are.
What's your favorite Jason Derulo song? Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Bow, bow, bow,
That's a
bow,
good
bow,
question.
bow. How about Talk Dirty to Me?
What is my favorite Jason Derulo song? Good question. Get Ugly. I love that one.
Mine's definitely Riding Solo. That brings me right back to high school.
Do you TikTok kiddos even know the legacy that is Jason Derulo? Trumpets? Come on. We're about to educate you. We're going to talk everything. Savage Love, all of it. With, Jason Derulo.
Let's do this. Zach Sang Show.
Hey there.
What's going on, dude?
Yo.
Oh, man.
Dude, is your home just like a content factory? Like, it looks so beautifully lit and set up right now.
I mean, it is. It's become that for sure. You got to bring it down here. Sure.
Wow. I feel like you are, I mean, really, I spent a lot of time watching your TikTok, sir.
Vibes.
I mean, you have become a pinnacle of production when it comes to the TikTok landscape. I got to applaud you. Like, it is.
Thank you, man.
And it's, by the way, you diversify the content you put out there. So kudos to that. Like, it's all from highly produced stuff to like basic stuff that still looks really good. You really stretch the limit.
You know, to me, TikTok is just such a a broad app, right? And I think, people, first off, think of it as a dance app, and I kind of wanted to like change the landscape in terms of that, and just offer all kinds of content, right? Like, and just do all kinds of fun things for me and my family and the people that I'm close to, for us to do personally, but also for people to enjoy at home. You know what I'm saying? It works all together, always keeping people guessing. We always doing different kinds of things to just keep it fun.
Is it fair to say that the dancing side was easy and the other stuff was more of a challenge that you had to kind of rise to and like a new challenge? Because you're an amazing dancer, dude. I've watched you perform in your sets a few times. You move.
Appreciate it. I think all of it is pretty easy, man. I'd be lying if I was like, yeah, this is so hard. The only things that, I wouldn't say things are hard, but there's things that take time. Like, there's some videos that might look simple that just take a long time to do that. I can spend 4 hours on a TikTok easily.
Well, okay, can you give me an example? Like obviously you turning into a werewolf is a laborious process.
Yeah, for sure. So that was like, altogether, shooting it took like 2 seconds, but like getting ready, that was a very tedious process, kind of sit there. If you look through the time lapse, you see me on my phone the whole time because it's just boring. But other than that, man, doing TikToks is fun. Doing transitions are a little tricky because you want them to be seamless, so they're not necessarily hard. It's just time consuming. Obviously, the special effects stuff takes a long time because you gotta shoot them correctly, then you have to edit them correctly and make it seamless so that it just seems like it's reality. Like when my teeth got knocked out, there's a certain way that I had to sit, certain way that I had to respond that seemed real to the audience, but also was conducive to the editing at the end. You know what I'm saying? So like people actually thought that I lost my teeth.
I did.
I believed you.
I didn't know that until now.
I totally believed you.
So,
That's what's up.
Take me into your thought process of like, so you obviously see a trend. That's where what sparks it. How do you come up with, I'm going to lose my teeth in this? Because
everything is not a trend. Everything is not a trend. I try to balance between doing trends and doing original content. I think doing trends are very important. First of all, it's a lot of fun to do the trends. You know what I'm saying? That's first and foremost. Out of everything that I do, if I'm not having a good time, I don't really mess with it. You know what I'm saying? It's like why are we doing this? It's not even like, who's having fun here? So it was that aspect. And then I feel like trends can be fun and inclusive to the people that are around me. They're able to do it easily. They don't have to think that much. and everybody enjoys that. But original content, I think, is important as well because it just shows originality. It shows how far TikTok can go. And yeah, I would like to stay at the cutting edge in terms of content. You know what I'm saying? So like to do that, I just have to keep on making people guess. Like when people feel like they have my content figured out is when I change it up.
Have you had that approach for everything, no matter the style of art? And I'm going to call like TikTok an art because it is to a certain degree. It really is. Like to do it right and to really make impact and to really have connection through the screen. Like, it is a form of art. Have you had
100%. 100%. And people are making a fortune. So like,
totally.
to say the least. But yeah, I totally agree with that. It's an art, and even the way people are doing dances in general, right? It's not just about doing the dance, it's about connection. So I think as a performer, the first thing that you need to learn is about connection. You can dance amazing, you can sing amazing, but how many artists do we see come through these television shows like The Voice or American Idol? I mean, which one of these stars have like staying power and are like continuing to put out great music? I mean, you have Kelly Clarkson and then
exactly
nobody else. So it's literally about connecting. So like TikTok is a great way to teach yourself how to connect. Just because you're doing a dance and you look good doing it doesn't mean that you're connecting to your audience. So it is very much so in art. And people all the time are like, how is this person so popping? Like, I don't get it. They know how to connect. And that's what it is.
So what do you learn about Generation Z and I guess a little bit on the millennial side from being kind of entrenched in this? Because, I'm watching some of your TikToks and everybody in the video, from like that young kid who eats the chips to like, I mean, older people, like it spans all generations now. Does it influence the way you create music and kind of culture?
Nah. I mean, I'd be lying if I said it did. Great content is just great content all the way around. A great song is a great song. I can take somebody's song tomorrow and do a TikTok to it. If it's not a hit, it's not going to be a hit. Just because the biggest TikToker does a dance to your song does not necessarily make it a smash hit. Like so like all of these labels are paying these people to do dances to their artist song. And if you look at it, like, I mean, the standout songs are still going to be the standout songs.
Yeah.
If you're playing songs on the radio, it still has to be tested. People still have to be buying it. People still have to be downloading it. And if people aren't liking the song, then, a hit is still not a hit. Just into 2020 and beyond, 2010, it's the same thing. A hit is going to be a hit. Of course, you get a little edge, if you get a little head start from TikTok, obviously, but it's not going to create a hit.
What do you think about the labels flocking to TikTok? I mean, literally all of them.
You got no choice. You literally have no choice. TikTok, the biggest songs on TikTok are the biggest songs in the world. And the audience is speaking. The people are speaking. TikTok has the most active users by any app, and they're just breaking all of these songs. People don't necessarily care if the person has millions of followers or not. And like I'm seeing so many new artists just kind of breaking onto the scene. The thing with it is the question is, are we going to be able to still see superstars, because somebody can create a great song tomorrow, but like that doesn't make them a lasting artist. Somebody might stumble upon a hit, what I'm saying, and have a great song, but can they recreate that? You know what I'm saying? And like, that's going to be the test that with the whole TikTok thing. We'll see if it'll create superstars. A lot of people are kind of getting on with the one song thing.
Dude, by the way, like, that's been the question no matter what the hot platform was going back, decades, right? Like that is the difference between somebody who can have a career and somebody who could be a flash in a pan or a one-hit wonder. Because I was literally thinking this morning, TikTok has the potential to create the next wave of one-hit wonders, like the next wave of Baha Men's and all that kind of stuff. And by the way, dude, I also this morning went through your catalog of music, which brings me back to such a happy time in my life. 2009, great things were happening, great records from you. I mean, one hit after another after another. Do you see the next wave of one-hit wonders kind of emerging from TikTok?
Yeah, just like every time period. I just think it's gonna be amplified now because everybody has a chance. You can release a song tomorrow, Zach, and you know you might have a next joint. You know what I'm saying? But you might not be able.
Don't
to
give him any ideas. He does not need any ideas.
You might stumble into a hit, baby. You might stumble into that thing.
How does that make you?
But I also think it's a great thing, right? I mean, it's good and bad. You know, you can look at it in two ways. I mean, if you're looking at the world like an old hater, you know, that's not the way to think about it either. You know, like I never want to sound like that guy that's like, back in my day, you know, you had to be able to sing and dance, and I mean, it is the truth.
Yeah, because that's what you had to do, dude. You went to performing arts high school. You like Broadway is what really tapped into your inspiration, right? Like you were really. You can dance, you can sing, you could do all of it. And I was reading articles. People say your work ethic unmatched. So to hear you say,
we could curse.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, good. Yeah, I've been trying to hold my. You know, when I'm in the house, it's hard for me to like put an act on. So
yeah, relax. It's cool.
Is it crazy though? Like, is it crazy? Like all the things you've done in your career, you've had all this success, but now like a lot of these young kids only know you as this TikTok guy. This guy on TikTok.
I think it's incredible, man. I think it's unreal, and I think more than ever people get a sense of who I am. You know what I'm saying? And I think for a very long time people knew my music. I mean, music is incredible. I mean, I've been able to sell 190 million records across the world. If I wasn't able to sell another song tomorrow, cool. Like I mean, come on. Like I've done so much in my life. It's amazing. I love making music, obviously, but to have people dive into who I am as a person, I think it's just a really special thing. You know, people are diving into me as a human being, whereas I think in the past, it's just been about the music. So now when you can put the picture together, I think it can become something totally different. It can become massive, and I think we're seeing that with Savage Love. I've never had a song go so viral. I mean, it's crazy. It's the #1 song globally in the world, man. It's really, really crazy. And I think partly it because of TikTok, obviously, in many ways. But like to merge those two worlds together when people can actually know you as a person and you have great music, I think in 2020 you can't beat that.
I mean, by the way, like this could be a full package thing for anybody because it gives you a chance to obviously create incredible music, but people know you on a more intimate and different level, courtesy of TikTok than they ever had before. You know, because people knew you solely based on the records you put out there. You're 100% right. And like, by the way, like that's like that can totally translate into so many different things. Was Savage Love a hit before you touched it, in your opinion?
You mean the beat?
Yes.
I mean, have you ever heard a beat be a hit?
No.
I mean, what do you mean? How can you like?
But people.
Or are you gonna play that on? Are you gonna play that on the radio as a beat?
No.
Are you? I mean, come on.
Maybe like.
I mean, when has that ever happened?
No, well, because it takes a whole pie to make a real hit, right?
Absolutely. Listen, a song that is a beat that connects to people, I think is really special. So I would never in a million years discredit the amazing nature of that sound. That sound captivated the world 100%. But you need a full pie for it to extend and be a worldwide hit that people sing along to and know and love. You need the part that we actually sing. So yeah, man. So you know, you go back to the greats, right? I mean, you have like the Quincy Joneses of the world, Timbaland. You know, like those are great beat makers, and they continue to make great beat after great beat after great beat. But never in a million years can you just sell a Timberland beat to the world like with no Justin Timberlake? Like how do we do that?
The only song that comes to mind is Sandstorm. That got pretty big.
What is that?
Sandstorm? Remember that real big song that blew up in like 99?
No. What were you?
Mm-mm.
How old are you?
If you guys go back and listen to Sandstorm after this, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yo, beautiful human, real quick. I just moved, and before I moved, I used Macari to sell all the stuff I didn't need, including my super rare Pokemon cards, still for sale on Macari, the selling app, the best selling app. No meetups, no hassles. It's the only one I'll use because I'm lazy and I really don't know technology, so it's perfect for me. So if you're like me, use Macari. Also, a ton of positive reviews, like thousands and thousands of positive reviews, 4-star reviews. If you're looking to sell, it's hella easy. All you got to do is take a photo of what you're looking to sell, write a description, post it up there. If somebody's interested, they'll make an offer. And then you print out the shipping label, slap it on the box, send it out. Poof. You don't even need to meet up with the person. You barely even need to talk to them. Seriously, if you're looking to sell or buy, use Macari. It's a great app. I love it. Macari is available in the App Store, or you can go to Macari.com. Mercari, Macari, the selling app. It's great. But you're right. It really does take the whole thing, because there's a story that's being told in these lyrics. It's more than just a dance, truthfully, I think.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. And to me, it's a whole package too, right? I mean, people get to have the best of both worlds. They get to do the dance that they know and love. They get to sing along to this incredible melody. I mean, it's just a clash of worlds that I think is pretty incredible. And I have another song that's killing it now on TikTok. It's called Konyo, and that officially comes out on the 3rd. So lots of new music coming out.
Well, by the way, I was watching one of your TikToks to Konyo. Can you take me through the process of Savage Love and all these songs? Like, how does it start? Because did Konyo start as a viral piece that you caught on TikTok too?
Yes. So Konyo is it's like a DJ thing, right? So it's like it's not anybody's voice or anything like that, right? It's like this like low tone Konyo. It's like this crazy beat. And I think that thing needs to be in a club everywhere. We can't just see this on TikTok and that be it. Like that, it's so good. It's so good, and it should be a worldwide smash hit.
So do you take this to J Cash, right? Did one of the records with you, right?
We wrote Savage together.
Yes.
Yeah. We also wrote Swalla together. We wrote Wiggle together as well. So that's my guy.
Wiggle. Classic, man. So you bring these viral trends to him, and then you guys build a house around it? How does it work?
No, Konyo actually did with my cousin. So for Savage, let's just talk about that.
Okay.
Savage. So I hit Josh up, and I'm like, yo, I just love the track. He's like, oh my God, like I can't believe you're calling me. I'm the biggest fan. I was like, yo, what you have is so special. I'd love to make a full song out of this. And he sent me the files, and I did a song to the files, and then I just kind of released it out to the world. There was no label involved at that point. It was just purely just purely the love of TikTok. It was literally just a TikTok thing. And then it just exploded, man. And millions and millions of videos were made without even any label support, So it was just like an organic hit. Like it's everything that you could possibly hope for.
Is it wild to think about a hit like this without label support? Like, because you were part of the label system for so long, and
yeah,
the labels did, they did their thing for you, for what it was worth back then. But like, it's pretty wild, right?
Oh, it's pretty wild, man. And I think now more than ever, I mean, I just would love to speak about the incompetence of labels. It's like what are y'all actually doing? Like, there's so many stupid people at the highest levels. It's shocking. But now I can talk about it like that because I'm not currently on the label. And I probably won't be for a little bit. I need to vet this out, boy, because like I'm tired of working with stupid people. I can't be smarter than everybody. Like, Jesus Christ.
If you
so So at this point in my career, you know, after being on the label for 12 years and having experienced other labels, you know, through working with different artists and such, there is value in a label, right? And it's dollars and it's reach. So I mean, Savage is now with Columbia Records. Konyo will be with Atlantic Records. So I'm gonna like dibble and dabble and do, you know, different songs with different people. And like when I decide that I found a team of people that are equally as smart as my team, then I'll then I'll take the full dive again.
But by the way, like it's cool to be in a position where you get to pick where the music goes, right? And
oh man, it's incredible. It's incredible. Like I can release a song tomorrow and 26 million people get that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a whole different wave now. Like when I was releasing music back in the day, I didn't have a social platform at all. So like it was all about radio. It was all about you know, trying to utilize the label. I mean, now it's just like I have this platform that I can just get people music at the drop of a dime, and Savage is the first offering of that.
Give some advice to executives at record labels as somebody who's been through the system and now is an influencer, the coveted influencer that all of these labels want to have access to. You know, you've been on both sides. It's a rare position to be in.
Man, I think more so than anything, man, is just do your research, you know, just get smart. Like don't stay trapped in the old world. Like the world is moving and turning with or without you. Like you need to stay on the cutting edge in terms of marketing. You need to stay on the cutting edge in terms of just doing different things. I think at the highest level there's incompetence and at the lowest level is incompetence. Like you have some labels that just have the biggest artists in the world, and whenever they drop the song, it's just gonna go anyway because you got these big artists. But what about all your like mid-level artists? Like, how are you gonna push them? Like, you probably not. So they just bank on those huge artists that will sell no matter what you do. Like, you don't really need to do anything. But yes, it's literally just about doing research and just staying on the cutting edge of marketing.
But that comes at a cost. Like, dude, you spend a lot of time on TikTok. I've seen your TikToks about how obsessed you are with TikTok.
Yeah.
Like, what does your phone screen a time thing say?
Oh, I'm scared to look at that.
Yeah, you turn it off.
I'm scared to look at that, man.
Why was it so important for you to really dive in and become part of the TikTok community? Because we see you making TikToks with all the other TikTok stars out there.
But it wasn't important, right? It has nothing to do with importance. It was just about having fun. It wasn't like, yo, I need to get in when the TikTok vibe. Nah, it was like, this app is fun, and this is the first app that like I feel like I could be myself. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Instagram is just real superficial, and people like try to act like somebody that they're not, taking photos whenever they're doing something amazing. And TikTok is a totally different vibe where it's like, you know, it's cool to be you. You know what I'm saying? It's cool to have fun. It's cool to make fun of yourself. And that's just my vibe, right? Like if it's not fun for me, like what's the use? You know, I mean, I'm 30 years old. You know what I'm saying? I'm like at the point in my life, I've been very successful. I don't need to work another day in my life, right? I mean, so it's all about things that are going to elevate me mentally and things that are going to make me have a good time.
Is this the most fun you've been having in your
career?
Oh,
absolutely, because I've been at the crib, man. Like, boy, like for me to like get out and go do a show, boy, they gotta bring the big bag, boy, because the crib is lit. Like, I'm like, people get to do this, like wake up in their own bed all the time. Oh nah, I need this too.
And everybody really comes to you. Like you've set it up like where all the people, even to collaborate, they come to you. They come to your content factory.
Yeah, I mean, you know, there's no other reason than just like it's, you know, here's the vibe.
I don't know. You got James Charles to your house. That's a big get. Like that's a big YouTuber on the block. I believe. You know, maybe an iconic YouTuber, I think is the right way to describe him.
Word up. Yeah, I mean, it's all kinds of people come through here, man. And I think it's a wonderful thing to to even to merge the world and to let them know how important that they are. I think for so long, influencers got the short end of the stick, and all of these musicians, you know, they only try to use them when it's time to drop a record. Like I try to like invite these guys out, you know, to have like hibachi dinners, you know what I'm saying? Like these are influential people that do incredible things, and they always get the short end of the stick, you know. And I'm personally tired for them. You know what I'm saying? They don't even got to say nothing, because I'll say it for them. All of these labels, all of these companies come to them all the time, and they're underpaid, even though they get paid a lot of money at this point. Like they're making millions of dollars, yeah, but like still underpaid, because when a company buys an ad on a commercial, they're getting less viewership than when they hire these influencers. Like these influencers are getting millions upon millions and millions of views on these ads. You know what I'm saying? And these companies are still paying a little less than they would if they were, doing a commercial.
How do you see yourself within the influencer community? Are you a godfather? Are you a mentor? Are you a big brother? Like, what's the vibe here? Do you give them advice?
Yeah, man, I'd like to be it all, man. Like, I mean, like whatever's clever. Like, what I tell people is like, you utilize me, because like I am a tool, and I know that I'm a tool, and I know I can help you in a lot of ways. So the people that I'm close to, like that are around me, the people that I know and love, but also these influencers, like you can utilize me, and it's cool. Like I don't need nothing back. You know what I'm saying? It's not that kind of vibe, but like allow me to be like, you know, a backbone for you. Allow me to be a voice for you. Like anything that you need, like allow me to be that.
You've been through a lot, dude. You've seen a lot. Like
For sure.
Wisdom.
And you know, a lot of these artists influencers are trying to do other things in their life as well. It's not just about TikTok. It's not just about Instagram. I mean, they have other goals as well.
What is the next platform for a lot of these influencers? Like Vine was to YouTube, TikTok is to what?
I think TikTok is actually an extension of Vine, if anything. I think it's like the Vine on steroids. It's the Vine that never made it. The
Totally.
Vine that exploded.
It's
you know
what
what I'm
Vine
saying?
could have been, yeah.
Yeah, it's what Vine could have been, but like it's just done so well. I mean, even just how it's laid out, the culture of it feels like a community. Yeah, you know, it, like even like all of these influencer houses, like how things are just kind of organically happening. You know, you could do reality shows from these houses. I mean, you know, you have all of these influential kids in one house. I mean, it's crazy. The power in TikTok is really crazy. I mean, you see it with the music industry. The music industry is literally ran by TikTok.
Do you think the next major pop star could also be a TikTok star? And I'm not saying like a song that is given to TikTok to blow up. I'm saying, could the next big pop star emerge as from the TikTok creator pool? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, of course. I mean, Shawn Mendes from Vine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, we don't see it all the time, but it is possible. You know, Justin Bieber from YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So
Platform
like
has their one.
I don't know if Instagram had their one.
No, I'll get back to you.
I mean, you do see a lot of these TikTok stars releasing music. I mean, Dixie D'Amelio released a song today. Jaden Hossler has music coming out. So these guys are trying to transition into different platforms.
The thing is, with those other platforms, I don't think we've ever seen these big of stars emerge.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like Charlie and Addison and Dixie, like these are like real powerhouses. You know, like when was the last time you seen an Instagrammer, like someone that just did Instagram, have 70 million followers? Like that never existed. That was never a Vine thing. That was never, you know what I'm saying? Like this is a whole different kind of star. This is a whole different kind of power. You know what I'm saying? So
it's
like
crazy because we'll interview like the Jonas Brothers or another big musician, and then we'll interview a TikTok star, and the TikTok star's views just blow them out of the water.
I'm sure. I'm sure, and you're seeing it translate too. They're translating to Instagram. I mean, it's a real thing. But the world is slowly paying attention. It's
Oh, yeah.
still behind in a lot of ways, but people are catching up.
But TikTok is mainstream America, dude. TikTok
Facts.
is in everybody, everything platform, and it's in places big and small like we've never
Facts.
seen. I think Vine for a while was like, very college centric, and like it had its like click communities, whereas TikTok is coast to coast, which is why we're seeing 75 million followers on a single human being. I mean, those are crazy numbers.
Well, Jason, how do you feel about this? The other day I was thinking that like these TikTok houses, like the Hype House, those are almost like the new boy bands. Like they're like the new One Direction.
Oh yeah, I totally agree with that. I totally agree with that. I mean, you can see the pandemonium. You can feel it. The waiting outside of their houses. It's like it's the similar vibe. It's for sure that.
Who introduced you to TikTok? Who brought that into your life?
I kind of just like fell upon it one day, man. Honestly, in March, I fell upon it, and then I tried this like challenge. And yeah, I kind of I was like, yo, okay, this got that many views. Let me try something else. And then it just became like fun to like try these different things. And then quarantine happened, and then I just had time. And then I was like, started to try more things, and it just kind of, it became a habit. I was waking up in the morning and wanted to do TikToks for some reason. And I think mainly because it like became fun for me and the people around me. You know what I'm saying? Like, because we had an activity to do. It's something dope that you can just do with people that are close. So you're not just watching television all day. You know what I'm saying? Because it's easy to get stuck into, Netflix or something, or just watch people on social media all day instead of actually doing.
Yeah, me. This is the most I do. In my day.
Yeah, you can get lost. I get lost in that thing, boy. I be lost in the sauce, boy. I be like, whoa.
I get sucked in like it's a freaking vacuum.
So you really have COVID-19 to, in a way, as bad as the disease is, it kind of helped you a lot.
It helped me a lot, man. It really did. And I did set out to come out of the situation stronger. I didn't know what that meant, when I said that to myself. But just being at home, man, has cleared up a lot in my mind. I mean, I'm the kind of person that's just always working. I'm always trying to cultivate different markets, and I'm constantly in a different country, just cultivating all the markets around the world. It's a big world out there. And I think I traveled more than any other artist, you know what I'm saying? Because I was just always trying to, touch everybody, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's a gift and a curse, you know what I'm saying? Like, you need time to yourself. You need time at home. You need time to spend in your bed. I think I spent 60 days exactly last year at home.
Wow.
Out of 365 days, I spent 60 days at home. So, I mean, this put a lot of things in perspective for me.
Yeah, it's a chance to really slow down and be with the ones you care about and the ones that are closest to you. And you were able to create so much out of it, and then be able to go look back at it later on in life is going to be cool.
For sure.
Question about that, quickly. Do you think once the whole lockdown is completely lifted, do you think you'll go back to your old life, or do you kind of enjoy what's happening now?
Oh no, I'll never be the same after this. I'll never be the same because once you start understanding your life and you start understanding what works for you and also what makes you happy, you have to give into those things. Because life is short, man. I mean, we only have so much time here. If we're not doing the things that we love, I mean, like, what's the use?
I don't want to say music's on pause, because it's so not. It's still moving forward.
I got a #1 record globally. It definitely ain't stopped.
And are we doing an album? Is there ever going to be a second side to?
Oh, so there won't be two sides, because that side is still under Warner Brothers. So like there'll never be like another side. So it'll be a totally new album.
Does it start with Savage Love?
So I have 4 songs coming out between this month and next month. So it's a lot of new music coming out on different labels. It's gonna be a little tricky. I mean, it's a whole new model. I mean, this has never really been done before, right? I mean, it's like who's ever done that?
No.
Yeah, it's scary, but it's exciting. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. It's been so long since music. Like, I'm ready to release it all.
So you've been sitting on these 4 songs. Are they connected at all, or are they all just standalone stories, standalone records, different?
They're all standalone. They're all standalone records that I think are special in very different ways. You know, one is a club hit. One is a sing along and dance along with your family. Another one has like an indie vibe. Another one is an EDM record. So like they're all kind of worlds apart, which I love to do. Wow, yeah. I mean, really diversify. Working with different people on each record. Yeah, I have one coming out with Alok, who I think is incredible, man. And yeah, it's this crazy EDM emotional record that I think is massive in its own way. Will there be a TikTok component for each one of these records? I think most of them lend themselves to TikTok, except the EDM one. But you know, who really knows? I mean, like, you could put a song out tomorrow and like not think it's a TikTok song, and then all of a sudden it's a TikTok song. I mean, you couldn't tell me that "I love you, baby" would be like such a huge smash around the world. Even though I loved it, I even posted it on my TikTok. I wouldn't have been like, yo, this is tomorrow's biggest hit. So I mean, you don't really know, man. You just have to just make material and kind of just let it out into the world, and it is what it is.
But with the success of Savage Love, do you look on TikTok for other inspiration for what could be a song?
No, not really, man. Nah, I mean, I work every night, so like it's not about one location. I'm always looking for the what is like the next cutting edge sound, right? So like when I did Talk Dirty, you know, finding Wallpaper. I mean, he'd never had a hit in his life, you know. When I did Trumpets, you know, that sound, it was totally different. John Bellion never had a hit in his life, you know what I'm saying? I did a song called Marry Me. Jonas Jayberg, he never had a hit in his life. So like I'm always looking for like the cutting edge next sound. And these producers, they end up going off and having great careers. But I'm never really the kind of person that just wants to stay in one direction. I love finding like that new hot next thing. And I think that's important, you know, to keep people guessing so that it doesn't get old. You know what I'm saying? Like, people will never figure me out because I'm always changing. Where all these producers, I mean, you really have given a lot of, you've helped pave a path for a lot of people. Facts, yeah. It's freaking cool. Yeah, man, it is. It really is, man. And I'm happy to see them go off and do their thing because I think they're really special, talented guys. Jason Derulo. We've discussed a lot here. We've talked a lot about TikTok and culture and music. Ricky Sanchez, you've just kind of sat there and chilled.
I'm taking it all in. There's a lot going on. And I love how passionate you are about everything you're talking about. I know you've collabed with so many people for TikToks and influencers, but would you say that your favorite collab is your girlfriend? Because y'all are cute as
yeah, it you know, those end up being real difficult sometimes. Because, you know, she want to do it her way and I want to do it my way. The problem with us is we're born on the same day. So yeah, so like we're literally we're the like same person. Yeah, weirdo twins. Wow. So yeah, those we have a lot of fun doing them, honestly. So like I try to like space it out as much as I can, but I do the most TikToks with her, whether we post it or not. I mean, I'm you know, we're just doing fun every day.
And it's crazy though. I was looking through some of your views, and the one with the most views is that one where you're almost slapping her butt. It's like when she knows you too well.
Yeah, we actually had one go even crazier than that. It just reached 100 million of her getting on my shoulders. That one reached 100 million. So yeah, she has my first and second most viewed, and maybe my third too.
I also want to know, because I know that you do the Millie Meals when you hit another million mark. How many of those burgers did you actually eat? There's no way in hell you ate as many as you said you did.
I swear to you, I ate 20 burgers. It was brutal. And it wouldn't have been brutal. Like I eat a lot. Like, and people don't believe how much I eat, but like I eat more than like my big securities. Them boys weigh like 350. I eat more than them guys. It's because I burn so much. You know what I'm saying? I work out. I work out all day.
How did you eat 20 burgers then? I just like honestly was like, yeah, I was like, he's lying. There's no way.
I don't know, but I would
that.
never do that again. Imagine being that close to something.
Yeah, you were almost there.
And then not do it. That was crazy. But it wouldn't have been hard if I had like some regular like McDonald's cheeseburgers. I would have ran through them 22 like nothing. Yeah, I swear I would have ran through them joints like 22 like a breeze. But like them big ass, like we just did it wrong. We had them big ass burgers. Like what the?
Yeah, you had real ass burgers.
Yeah, I was eating. I was like trying to like brush the lettuce to the side, but it was all on what you call it time lapse. So like I couldn't fake it. Be counting. Trust me, my would be like nah, you only ate.
You did veggie grill burgers. I can only eat one of those for my dinner, and you did 20 of them. That is impressive.
Yeah, man, 20 in 2 hours.
Are you vegetarian?
For the most part, a pescatarian. I actually eat fish, but yeah, I try to do mostly plant-based stuff. So like, even though I eat fish, I don't eat it all the time. Yeah. I eat mostly plants.
Same boat. I feel yeah.
That's good, man. Healthy vibes.
What were you saying, Dan?
Well, you're going up like 1 million followers these days, like every 3-4 days. How are you going to keep doing these million meals? Are you going to do you have something planned for all of them?
Yeah, so like when I'm on the road, like I'm not gonna stop. Like what I'm not gonna do is like turn my back on my people. You feel me? So like I'm gonna continue with the same intensity that I had, but it'll just be different, right? So like if I'm in Italy, like I'll go to like the most famous restaurant in Italy and like make a meal with like the famous chef in Italy or something like that.
You know, you make some good ones on your own. I've been impressed with what you make. I'm like, oh, he's like actually cooking.
Like I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I feel like I'm like better than everyone.
I want to try some of the food that you make.
It's so good. Delicious. It's so good. Like this concept is so simple, right? It's like take all of this amazing and just put them together. I'm like, damn, why ain't nobody else thinking this? It's incredible. Like I've never had desserts like this. This is amazing. You know, everybody want to say, put a little flour, put a little this. Nah, put them Reese's with a Skittle, put that in the oven, and you got a Reese's pizza.
Jason Derulo, my final question is, I'm totally switching topics, but do you feel like the world misunderstood Cats, or did we get it right?
I feel like when you do something different and innovative, right, you just really run the risk of being either a genius or laughed at. So I remember when I was about to release the song Talk Dirty. And I know like it seems like such a regular song to you now, but at that time when I was going to release the song, my manager and I literally said this song is either going to be like the trashiest trash or it's going to be massive. And thankfully it worked out, you know what I'm saying? But whenever you're doing something left of center, totally left of center, you just run that risk. And I remember like even during the recording process, I mean, I was thinking, yeah, that's weird. That's weird. You know what I'm saying? But like you just trust the process and like you give it all you got because you have to trust your director. You have to trust your team. And I'm so glad that I did it, man. It was a tremendous learning experience. And I still think Tom Hooper is a genius. I just think that, you know, that's the risks that you run when you do something that left to center.
Yeah. But by the way, you made a great cat. Great cat. Terrific.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Truly.
What would you
get ready for Cats 2 is coming out in November.
Well, I was gonna say, what would you change if you were to do it again? Like, what would you guys change about the movie?
I think I would have had no clothes. I would have changed no clothes, no shoes. I've taken a lot of the human elements out and allowed it to just be cats. I would have did different CGI.
Yeah.
Sometimes you are subject to how your CGI looks, right? So I think I would have chosen just like a different route with how they did the CGI. And I think those two things in itself would have allowed the music to shine through like it was supposed to. And the music is obviously incredible and is legendary. And I think even the direction was legendary. I just think, people were weirded out by the clash of worlds.
The cat and the human world. It was just too much for the people to palate and to understand.
Yeah. But I mean, I think it's becoming like this crazy like cult though. Like people are like having like cats parties, and like it's becoming like the Rocky, what is it called? The Rocky Horror Picture Show? What was that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like having like this cult following where it's just like continuing to like make millions of dollars.
I mean, hey, by the way, culture is culture, innovation is innovation, and you, my friend, have been on the cutting edge for quite some time, and I thank you for taking the time today to talk to us, dude. I mean, really,
my pleasure.
Your music has fueled some of the greatest memories of my life.
Sick.
Really, you are an extraordinary artist, and it makes me happy to know that you're going to continue, and you're pretty cool. We haven't talked in a while. The last time you came on the show, I think, was it Marry Me, Dan, that was out?
It was, 2013, September 2013. You saw us in New York.
Wow. That's crazy.
Long
Well,
time.
it's a pleasure to talk to y'all again. That was a great talk. Let some steam off.
Whenever you need to do it again, you call me up, but hopefully next time in person, or
absolutely, man.
We'll
praying for that for sure.
We'll come to the content factory that you got there. Your content.
Absolutely, man. You're always invited. All you guys are always invited.
You have to make one of those dishes for me, though. You got to make some crazy ass dessert.
100%. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Okay.
A milli meal. Hey, Jason Derulo, thank you so much for hanging out, man. I appreciate it very much.
My pleasure, guys. All right, take care, y'all.
This was awesome. Later.
Have a good one.
Hey, beautiful human. Thanks for watching our full interview, but I get it. Like, a full interview is a lot. So we got a clips channel. We don't expect you to watch the full thing anymore, so we just gave you the highlights. Please subscribe and notifications and all that stuff. Okay, cool. I love you.